Okay, the next thing we're going to do is take a look at the different comparison operators we can use. So equality is just one of them. Let's set up a variable. We'll do const num equals 3. Now we can set up a simple if statement. If num equal 3. And then we can do a console.log quotes true. I'll put up here equality. So we run our check. Is the variable number 3? We see it's true. Okay. We have next up not equal to. If num, we put an exclamation point. Not equal to 3. Console.log true. Okay, so this actually won't run. So let's change this to 2. Okay, we see both statements run. So true and true. So yeah, we just had to change that to be that. So is this not 2? This is how you would read this. Is number not 2? Is that true? And you would say, yes, that is true. Right? It is not 2. So how you would convert your, mathematically, I mean, it's going to become pretty clear when you get to the other inequalities, but especially when you get to not or equal, you basically just read this left to right like you would. Is number, and think of it as a true-false question, because that's all these conditions are, just true-false questions. We ask the computer a yes or no. In this case, is number not equal to true? 2. And no, it's not, so true. We also have some other options. We have greater than. We can do if num is greater than 1. Console log true. Okay. We have greater than or equal to. If num is greater than or equal to 3. True. We can do less than. If num is less than 4, console.log true. Less than or equal to. Three. Console.log true. Okay. So that's basically it. We have, this is all that's available to us in the comparison operators. So we have a check for equality. We have a check for not equal to. We have a check to see if the number is greater than. We have a check to see if the number is greater than or equal to a value. Less than or less than equal to. That's it. Okay, we have to boil down everything that we experience in everyday life. We're going to translate something into a computer program, right? We have to boil down those experiences to simple true-false statements and ask the computers those things, because that's the only thing they can do is answer yes or no. So, you think about something as complex as getting up in the morning and deciding what you're going to have for breakfast. And there's all these different questions you ask yourself. And, do I have cereal? Do I have milk, right? But you're doing this very quickly, right? You're making these decisions, these determinations very quickly. And the reality is that computers can't think that way. We have to be very, very explicit with our programs and telling them exactly what to do. In the same way in computer programming, right? So when we're programming, say, our video game, okay, how do we get something like a person going past the side of a screen, right? They go off screen. What happens to that person? Do we cycle them back and make them loop back to the other side? Do we just prevent them from leaving that screen? How do we even know if they've reached the end of the screen? Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to set up x, y coordinate values, and basically saying if they proceed past a certain coordinate value, they have gone too far, and we can basically reset their coordinate values, okay, through the use of these if-else statements. Does the person have 0 life? Okay, if life equals 0, end game, or whatever else we want to run as a result of that. So these if statements are going to give us a lot of control. They're going to form one of the backbones of your game building experience. We're going to, in the very first lessons, we're going to have to actually use these things. So these are very, 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 very important, and going forward. Now, what happens here if we want to control the scenario of a false statement? So all these statements we've talked about so far, these are all running if the statement is true, right? If number is not 2, if number is 3, if number is less than 1 or greater than 1. So all these different conditions, okay, these are all running. This code underneath is running as a result of that condition being true. But what happens if it's false? Okay, and that's what we're going to take a look at with our else statements.